In this episode of Driving Dreams, we will be heading from possibly the most peaceful place we have ever been into lively New Orleans. This is all part of a greater trip around the Americas, North, Central, and South. If you're interested in following along on our journey, make sure to hit subscribe below and turn notifications to all, as we will be recording and uploading videos the entire time. For now, enjoy this grand juxtaposition as we leave behind the natural world for the human-made one. Alright, we're leaving Konica National Forest. Still don't know how to say the name, but we sure enjoyed our digs for the night. It was a beautiful campsite. We got really good sleep other than waking up midnight, having to use the bathroom. But luckily we had trip tips. Link in the description below. But yeah, it was a very enjoyable stay. And now we're on to the hotel in New Orleans. It's hot down here in Alabama in the summertime. From Alabama, we drove quickly through Mississippi on our way to New Orleans, unfortunately not having any time to stop in Mississippi or Louisiana other than our 2-night, 3-day stay in New Orleans. We were on a strict time crunch to get out to Colorado, and that unfortunately left us with very little time to stop in some of these places along our way. We do hope to return someday and explore more thoroughly, but for now our mission was to reach Colorado in the 2 to 3 weeks that we had to get there, after which we would be able to adopt a much slower pace for the rest of our trip. I do hope, though, that you've enjoyed views of this insanely long water bridge, one of Louisiana's many which are some of the longest in the world. And finally, one of the places we had looked forward to most for our trip, New Orleans. What's up? Is that Daddy?
I want you to not.
Look, Nessa. Look at the horse. Look at the horse.
Oh, my friend.
The New Orleans views were grand, the vibes were epic, and the history was abundant, and we wish we could have stayed longer, but we did have a great time during the 2 to 3 days that we were there. It's just Alright, we made it to New Orleans. We got to do some exploring last night. We went over and ate some beignets and hot chocolate at Cafe Du Monde. And we stayed the night at the historic Hotel St. Pierre right behind us with that blue sign. And actually on this side of the street too, right here. And that other building right at the far end of the block. This hotel's awesome. I'm gonna explain it to you a little bit more in a bit. It's not like super luxurious, but it's very historic. It was built in the 1700s and converted to a hotel later. But yeah, this morning we're actually on our way to do laundry at a laundromat, and then while Anila works, and then we're going to do some more exploring when she's done working. So me and Nesa are off. with her rainbow flag.
And I have another one in the hotel.
Yes.
This is blueberry Nutella, waffle Oreo, rainbow sprinkle ice cream.
So our hotel was actually built in the 1700s, and it's been used for many things since then, including the world's first jazz museum. And it's across, I think, 3 or 4, maybe 5 cottages that have been converted to the hotel in the 60s, I believe, and 1960s. And it's really cool. It's like, feels very historic. Our room is named after a early jazz musician, and it just feels like, you feel like you're in New Orleans, which makes sense because you're in New Orleans, but it doesn't feel like a chain came in and built a giant cookie cutter hotel there. You're actually in one of the places that's been used as a building here for hundreds of years. Leaving New Orleans, we're headed on one of our longest drives of the trip, which will take us into Sam Houston National Forest just outside of Houston, Texas. But you will have to wait until the next episode of Driving Dreams to see that. So stick around till next time, and we'll see you then. Take care.